11 at 10.
Their city health department is going to be closed in 2 weeks unless everybody stands up and says, no, this is a travesty.
Exactly how much longer does the health department have? Good evening, and thank you for joining us.
The future of Lubbock's health department is still unknown, but Dr. Linda Bryce, who you just saw as a Texas Tech professor, who is among many who are trying to make it clear that they wanted to stay open. At least 60 people are now signed up to address the Board of Health this Friday at 1:30. The city manager will present a proposal for what the city plans to do with the health department since the grants run out August 31st. That meeting is open to the public and anyone can go voice their opinion, but the board says it will only respond to those who previously signed up to speak at the meeting. 29 people did just that and are now listed on the agenda.
One person can always make a difference. If you take one and you bring that person brings one and one and one, and soon we have an entire building filled and maybe outflowing. We need all the citizens that have ever been to the health department, ever think they may go to the health department, that care about their children and their grandparents, and that please come out and save our health department.
The Board of Health doesn't decide the fate of the health department, but it will make a recommendation to the city council, and then the council will make the final decision. And you can go to our website at kcbd.com for more on the meeting agenda and the full list of folks who are registered to speak at Friday's meeting.
Trouble is brewing tonight for Texas Tech's athletic director after allegations that he provided special access to a convicted Ponzi scheme artist during his tenure at the University of Miami. Former Miami athletic booster Nevin Shapiro says he treated Miami football players to sex parties, nightclub outings, cars, and other gifts in violation of NCAA rules from 2002 to 2010. Now, because Shapiro is one of the program's biggest donors, late this afternoon, Hocutt issued this statement denying those allegations. In it, he says, there are membership levels within the Hurricane Club at the University of Miami. While I was athletic director, the benefits and experiences Mr. Shapiro received were consistent with those provided to others at his membership level. I never personally approved any special access for Mr. Shapiro to university athletic events or programs. The NCAA has confirmed that it is investigating or has been investigating the relationship between Shapiro and the University of Miami for the past 5 months. If you'd like to read more, we have the full story posted right now at kcbd.com.
On a different note, he was fired back in mid-2010 after allegations that he used excessive force, but now former Lubbock police officer Chris Hensley wants his job back. And not only that, he wants back pay as well. Testimony today in his hearing revealed the police administration was concerned with his pattern of behavior. Testimony resumes tomorrow, and KCBD News Channel 11 will be there to bring you the latest.
A Lubbock church that is more than 80 years old will be demolished in a few weeks. It's the old Calvary Baptist Church on 19th and Avenue T.
But now the neighborhood association is outraged. They consider that church to be a part of their history and are upset to think that it might be coming down. KCBD News Channel 11's Tiffany Pelt is live at the church now with the latest. Tiffany?
Karen and Abner, the church you see behind me has been here for decades, but in just a few weeks, it could be leveled for Lubbock High's cafeteria expansion and additional parking. Members of the neighborhood association are not happy about the demolition of what they call a historical landmark.
The sanctuary and the bell tower and the courtyard, we believe, has value, and to my mind, that's just plain stupid. It's a waste and a misuse of taxpayer dollar to take a building that's existing, that's usable, that should be used for something worthwhile, and to make a parking lot. That just doesn't make the least bit of sense.
The Calvary Baptist Church was built in the 1920s, but for the last 10 years has been used as a warehouse for a plumbing company. LASD bought this property about a year ago as part of their closed campus initiative approved by voters in the 2010 bond election. Lubbock High's cafeteria and parking will be expanded to the east as a sanctuary is torn down.
There's no leaks in the roof. The building looks to be in nearly perfect shape. It needs a new heating and air conditioning system, but it's an absolute lie that it's beyond saving.
LASD says otherwise. In a statement given by school officials, they say engineers and architects have evaluated the building and it's too far gone, with roof damage, plumbing problems, and electrical systems completely shot. And in the end, LASD's main goal was to expand the cafeteria for closed campus lunches and not to add another building. This wasn't deemed a historical marker.
Well, a lot of the historical marker things, people have to take some sort of initiative to get that done. There hasn't really been any advocate for this building. It's not too late now. This doesn't need to happen. You know, these people should cease and desist.
The Neighborhood Association encourages anyone who wishes to help save this church to give them a call. We have those numbers at kcbd.com. Karen and Abner.
Thank you, Tiffany. A man remains in serious condition here in Lubbock after a work accident at an oil rig north of Post. It happened early this morning just off of Highway 84 in Garza County. Officials tell us the counterweight on the rig swung around and hit the worker. He was quickly taken to University Medical Center by AeroCare. His name has not been released, but we'll have the latest updates on kcbd.com as they become available.
And 3 other people are also recovering tonight after a car wreck in Shallow Water. DPS troopers say the driver of an SUV turned in front of a Volkswagen around 9:40 last night on Highway 84 near the Conoco truck stop. So far, only 2 of the passengers' names have been released. Stephen Roper of Clovis was seriously injured in the accident. Another passenger, Darlene Jones, escaped with minor injuries.
There was another wreck last night. That one was a rollover in Lynn County. The rollover happened around 8 o'clock. 35-year-old Vanessa Macias was driving on Highway 87 just outside of Tahoka when her vehicle rolled, apparently after a blowout. Macias was airlifted to UMC with moderate injuries and was last reported to be in satisfactory condition. Her other 3 passengers were taken by ambulance. Their names have not been released.
Well, it's been a long, hard road for the Lubbock trio, Avery and the Calico Hearts, but tonight their fate was sealed on the hit show America's Got Talent as a winner in their group was announced.
The Kinetic Kid!
Sadly, the Lubbock girls will not be moving on this time. It all started right here in Lubbock at the Cactus Theater, and their talent has taken them all across the country. After an elimination setback earlier on the show, they were brought back for a wild card chance to try again tonight, thanks to Judge Sharon Osborne, who liked the trio. But even though they didn't make it this time, you can still follow their story or just listen to them sing on kcbd.com.
No matter what, what an experience, you know. What did you do this summer, you know?
And what talent they have. They're going to go far eventually.
They are. Well, they've gone far already.
They have. They're going to go farther eventually.
It looks like we had a chance of rain tonight. Those clouds were out there. They were getting dark, but it didn't pan out.
So let's go to John in the First Alert Forecast Center to see if there's any more of that stuff out there. John?
It's just about gone, Karen and Abner. We even had a little lightning tonight, a little bit of wind. It looked like rain, but it just hasn't materialized, at least not in Lubbock yet. I'm not going to rule it out completely, but as we look at that First Alert Super Doppler HD3 tonight, you're going to see showers, how they dissipated fairly rapidly along the Cap Rock, but a couple of light showers, one south of Lubbock near the Wilson community and also one north of us on Interstate 27. But as you look at the live view, they're pretty difficult to see. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. Light rain may still be falling north of Lubbock, south of the Abernathy, maybe New Deal area, and maybe a couple of sprinkles down around Wilson and south of Slayton. A quick zoom in again shows a little maybe ground clutter east of the city of Lubbock, but hopefully that's still a little bit of rain around New Deal along the interstate, but not very much. Temperatures very warm tonight. Overall, a pleasant evening, Karen and Abner, but again, rain chances have been very, very isolated.
All right. Thank you, John.